Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Wheels.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. 5th in the NFL in passing yards last year with better than 4,400. He's a guy who knows how to get the ball to his guys on the perimeter and take care of it, even when he's under duress in the pocket. Sacked 48 times last year.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it, he can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You forced. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
20-yard line.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
1st and 10.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the...
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it.
After review of the play.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
From the 39, Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And at the 36-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Raiders 0.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the game. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. With no gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There can be plenty more before this game is over.
Let's go. Boom, beats out wide out.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A game there of 30 big ones.
At the 43-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Brings up
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the...
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Daniel Carlson.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run. It's Gurley. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan, that's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. 11 yards there, first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the...
This is not what I wanted.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And 8 yards.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Ryan. He's got Smith here. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
To throw again is Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Jonathan Hankins on the tackle.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
On the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Ryan now off the bootleg. Looking deep downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Falcons, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Making it to the playoffs is one thing, but that's when the pressure really sets in. Because for us and our fans, there's only one acceptable outcome: a win on Super Bowl Sunday. Losing him was a major blow to our playbook, but we wouldn't find out just how much of an advantage it was to our opponents until we were actually facing them.
Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's the NFC Divisional Round.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. 7 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. As we get set to watch Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take out the midfield logo.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And now it's Rosen looking. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Rosen. Fourth down now. San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Complete in the end zone. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first.
We're not losing this game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. The 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches are going to be short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. It's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. The Falcons ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a draw play for Gurley. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
To go.
Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. The linebacker Fred Warner right there. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 20. and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. On play action, Rosen. And that is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
3-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
He was covered by Richard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that would be incomplete.
Rosen's pass incomplete from the contact.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 11 yards there, 1st down.
10 at the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Rosen looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. To throw is Rosen. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Now Rosen. He's going to air one out. Third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by the 40.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Completes it to Lee. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 20.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Here's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Gain, all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Rosen. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Only able to make it to the 15 after the nice move. Hurst. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Todd Gurley.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Falcons offense set to go. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Thrown away and
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He's going to take another shot here. Able to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Dumps it off to Gurley. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Rosen off the play action. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity.
sky is the limit for Tommy Matthews, former wingman, after what he did, and I, for one, cannot wait to see what he does next. Look, I don't want to get too carried away with a hot take here about how he's a transcendent talent, but let's face it, this kid is a transcendent talent. I'm just being honest. I've done this for a very long time, and I've never seen this level of athlete before. Every season, there are new, fresh faces that stand out in big ways. The best of them garner the generational talent label. We've seen it in the past from guys like Lamar Jackson, Julio Jones, Saquon Barkley, and Pat Mahomes. Well, I've got news for you, fellas. Move over and make way for the quintessential generational talent of all time.
I couldn't put into words how excited I was for my first ever NFL Honors Awards. Rookie of the Year is something you only get one shot at, and to even be mentioned amongst my contemporaries was an honor. The rest of that evening was a blur, but I held on to that trophy, felt the weight of it in my hands. And no matter what else happened in my career, I'd always have it to mark this special moment.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 55.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since 2008, ready to guide this Atlanta offense. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley.
Number 21.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
At the Ravens' 1-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you know...
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Complete. Smith has it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not.
And got his man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
4-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Ryan. He's going to go up top. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes that...
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
I gotta get up and do something with my life.
Fielded just inside the 30.
Holding. Receiving team. Automatic 1st down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He was
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Ryan to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get it.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So,
and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Ryan.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27.
It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burr, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Right at
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw is Ryan. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Brendan, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will just... So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They go play action now. Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Ryan.
This is going to be horrible. Bro.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up third.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
Justin Tucker.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So out come the Falcons now. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Short throw underneath to Hurst, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Ryan. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Play action. Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
They threw everything at you that year, and yet you handled it like a pro. But your journey was just getting started. Take us through your next milestone.
A lot of league history is about rivalries between teams and players, and my career was no different.
Oh, God. I got her. I got her. I'm gonna cut this right here.